Hello my fellow creators and welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, I finally got my All Clubs Create box from Spellbinders for March 2026. Now before I get started showing you the goodies that were in my box, I did want to mention that the two embossing folders did not come in the box, and that was just a delay that Spellbinders had in getting them into the boxes, but they'll get them to us. They will. So I'll pop a picture up of each one. So the regular embossing folder of the month is this kind of a sunburst pattern. It's so pretty. That's great for like making that your focal point really, and then in the center of the sunburst you could put your focal image. I love that. And then the 3D embossing folder, that one is, it's called Urban Grid. Isn't that pretty? So it's kind of like a aerial view of a map, a grid, streets, city streets. I don't know. It's just so pretty. I love this one as well. I can hardly wait to get my hands on that one too. But as I mentioned, unfortunately, there was a shipping delay. The folders are currently being held at customs. So as soon as they release them, Spellbinders will get those out to everyone who did order those. But let's get going on what I did get in the meantime. So this is the stencil of the month, and it is called Burst Mode. So it is has 5 layering stencils, and they're 4 3/4 by 6. Let's pull them out and take a look at them. And this is what you can do if you use all 5. The thing with layering stencils is you don't have to use all of them. You can just use 1, 2, 3, however many you choose to use. Let me get a piece of cardstock on here so you can kind of see what the stencils look like. So this is stencil number 1, and I love that Spellbinders always has the number when you have layering stencils etched on the stencil itself. So that's stencil number 1, and then this is stencil number 2. Isn't that pretty? So see, I could use just this one or just this one or the 2. I mean, you can combine them any way you like. So there's the first 2. And then here's number 3 and number 4. And I think my favorite layer is this one, number 5. I love this kind of like unfinished polka dots everywhere. You're not having to do the whole panel. And I have a hard time when I have stencils not going over the whole thing and covering the whole panel. So this will kind of make me not cover the whole panel. And you can get some nice texture on your card panel. So loving that stencil of the month. Again, that is Burst Mode. And I'll be sure to link to everything in the description box, friends. Now here is the press and foil of the month, and this one is Greetings Maker, and it has all these different words in here. So you have happy, day, sister, birthday, ever, friend, wishes, fathers, mom, to the mothers, mom, to you, brother, dad, best, and thanks. So you can combine them to make your sentiment. So you could do happy birthday to you, happy birthday mom, you know, any combination. But there they are. There's the plates. And then you get this die that can perfectly cut out around these. So pretty. And again, these you can either better press or foil, which I love that. I love that you can do either or. So thus the press and foil of the month. Next in our box, we have the stitching die of the month, and this is Everyday MVP. Now, as a mom who went to Little League games every Saturday, practices 2-3 times a week when my son was growing up, oh my goodness, this was beautiful. I just love, you get your little baseball cap, and since baseball season is beginning, this is perfect timing. I love this. My son was heavily involved in Little League, and I was team mom. I was all the things. So I love it. Now again, for a stitching die, you don't have to stitch. You can, you don't have to. But I think this one, when I use it, I'll probably stitch. And then it has three these sentiment plates. What do they say? It's hard to read backwards and upside down, but it says, lucky you're ours, a true, what does that say? Original, a true original, and birthday MVP. Love this. Our next die set is the small die of the month, and this one is called Unstoppable. So you have your dies for your image, and then two of these banner die cuts for cutting out your banner sentiments. One of them says, you save the day. The other one says, built to soar. You are unstoppable. You are super. And this is why. Oh, isn't that neat? Because don't we sometimes need to be reminded that we are enough? We are super moms or super people. I think this is awesome. I know I have to remind my daughters, because sometimes, you know, when you're in the thick of it with either toddlers or teenagers or whatever, you feel like, oh, I can't do this. So I try and remind my daughters that you got this. You are unstoppable. Okay, so next we have our large die of the month, and this one is called Classic Kicks, which I think goes great with our stitching die of the month, because you could make this little shoe. They look like little Converse shoes, and I love them. And I like all the little additions. So you have all like this barbecue grill utensils. You have your little either soda bottle, beer bottle there, and then florals. Beautiful florals. So I'm looking forward to kind of combining this and the stitching die of the month. That'll be fun. Now our stamp and die of the month, this is our clear stamp and die of the month, is Good Times. So this one is all sentiments. So you can see them all here. You get like the die to kind of bubble cut all the sentiments that are more than one line. And then you get this rectangle die to cut out the strip sentiments here. So you have a whole bunch of them. The world needs more like you. Kick back and enjoy. One step at a time. Hi, it's been a minute. Just for you, beautiful friend. You always step up. It's your day to sizzle. For the backyard boss. You have this little number 1 there. Born for the good times, well done, fly fierce, hero, the sky's the limit, mom, and boss. And then you're in a league of your own. Hope your day's a home run. Thanks for lifting me up. You're my everyday hero, and have a super birthday. So this coordinates perfectly with everything else in the box, with your different die sets and your, let me show you, like this one. You can use, let's see, One Step at a Time with our small die. The world needs more like you, or where is that one with a hero? Or this one, thanks for lifting me up. So cute. I mean, it can really go with all of our goodies from our All Clubs Crate. Oh, and then I forgot to mention, with your press and foil this month, you get 1 roll of Glimmer foil, and I got the Prism, which, yay, love this. Love the Prism foil. And then, of course, you get some bonus items. So one of the bonus items is this beautiful die. It is number 1 fan. Isn't that cute? So you can cut out your little foam finger. It says number 1. Loving it. And then you have on that clear stamp and die of the month, the little number 1. So if you didn't want to die cut the number 1, you could stamp it too. That's one of your bonuses. Your second bonus is this press and foil, and it is called Edge Effects. So you kind of get the same little polka dots around the edge here, which you can either press or foil, remember. And then you get some sentiments. Wanted to say hi, the sky's the limit, you're pure classic, and have a super birthday. But look, that's a nice substantial plate there. I love it. And then you get kind of that grungy look, because I'm not good at that grungy stuff, but this will be perfect. Like I can see better pressing this with some of my Distress Oxides. Isn't that cute? Love it. Then, of course, you get a pack of color wheel cardstock. So this pack that I got has 10 sheets, and it has Poppy, Bellini, Coral, Sicily, Rainforest, Windy, Cascade, Celestial, Cosmic Sky, and Fog. And now that I have all my Spellbinders color wheel cardstock organized, I can put this away. In fact, let me show you. This is how I have my color wheel cardstock organized. I used one of my tag dies. I just used some labels I had in my stash and kind of printed on them and then stuck them on the back of each tag. So here's all the different colors. And then I kept the scraps from when I cut those tags. So I have these little scraps left here, which I will keep for small die cuts. Also have this piece that was left from what I used to die cut here. And then I made little, I cut out little tabs to have my dividers, and I put the name of the cardstock there as well. And then I have it divided here. So I don't have a lot of color wheel cardstock, but what I did is what I had, I cut to A2 panels. So I have all the colors here ready to use, so I can cut this new pack I have and put it in my little bin of Spellbinders color wheel cardstock. Alrighty friends, so there are the goodies from the March All Clubs crate, minus the 2 embossing folders, but I'm sure those will get here shortly. So I will be making a project each day for the next 6 days. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, for the next 6 days using each of the products in the All Clubs crate. Now, if you watch my projects from the February All Clubs crate, you saw that I did a giveaway. Now, while I didn't order any extras this month, I will be doing a giveaway at the end. So we don't have to collect secret words this time. Just, stick around, watch each day, and then on the last day, I'll tell you how to enter to win this month's prize. Thanks for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribed to my YouTube channel or followed me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.